One of the most important things that the mountains teach us is the importance of good leadership. A good leader can make the best out of the worst conditions, and a bad leader can take the best of the conditions and turn into a mess. Leadership in the mountains is a little different than leadership elsewhere. Like, I think in a lot of places it is an option of choice. It's a matter of choice whether you want to lead from the front or the back. But in the mountains, in all the successful teams, the one common factor is the factor of the leader leading from the front. Because when a man is dealing with so much, or a man or woman now, is dealing with so much in his everyday life, like he's waking up early in the morning, he's braving the elements, he isn't really getting good sleep, good rest, good food, is exposed to temperatures which can literally freeze his fingers off, his nose off. He has to really look for breath every 3 steps. He is panting all the time. He's continuously exhausted and is cold and miserable. The last thing he wants is to be told to do something. Like most of the times it happens is that we put in 8 hours, 10 hours. At one particular point, I remember putting in 17 hours long stretch in the mountain. And at the end of that stretch, if you as a leader sit back and ask people to, go pitch your tent and, make your food and feed yourself, they're not going to be happy. But as a leader, if you take the initiative, if you go and you start pitching the tent yourself for them, you'll see a different sense of vigor, a different sense of energy which flows in them when they see the leader doing it himself. And suddenly everybody starts to come in and do their part, and before you know, the work is done. As a leader, you're not only responsible for their lives and their deaths or their success, but you're also responsible for them to have a great time while they're doing it, and share the burden and not be a burden. So in the mountains, or one thing that we can learn from the mountains, is the fact that effective leadership is always leading from the front and not from the back.